Hi everybody. Today I'm gonna be going over something interesting. I Today this is being recorded on the 16th of April 2024. So I'm pretty sure you're aware that we're gonna be having the halving of Bitcoin in a few days, approximately in 4 days, and Bitcoin's not looking as strong as a lot of people expected it to. So I'm just gonna try to go ahead and give you guys some ideas of some plays that we can look out for and see. Yeah, at the end of the day, I want you to go ahead and do your research to ensure that you buy into whatever you're comfortable adding into. And obviously, this is not financial advice, but I want to go ahead and jump right into these these coins that you should definitely look into during this bull, all whatever season that you want to refer to it as. One is obviously Aerodome Finance. Aerodome Finance has been popping up a lot recently. You can have a very solid community. Um, Go ahead and open this up and give you an idea of what exactly is going on with them. Definitely not this Windows. Sorry about that. Right here. So you see how Bitcoin is looking. Uh, not looking so strong. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, it's been oscillating between the. It's hit the around the 60,000 support. So it definitely has quite a few people scared about where it could potentially go short term. That is. I think you might have seen a post by Peter Schiff recently outlining that if it breaks the 60,000 support, then it's going to go straight to 20,000. Um, According to technical analysis, that's not supposed to be the case. We can go ahead and zoom out and see that we do have quite a bit of support right here, around the 50,000 range, one around the 30, 38,000, 38,000-ish range. Then another around, we can see a pretty strong support over here in the 31,000 range, and it makes sense. During the previous bull run, it was hit a few times as well before it goes ahead and drops to 25, and then and only then do we hit around the acclaimed 20,000 range. However, markets do react very irrationally for longer than we would like them to, and so yeah, it's definitely still possible that it does hit the 20,000 range if it does drop below that, simply because people are going to want to cash out before it hitting that. However, I'm not trying to instill anything on you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this video. If we were to go ahead and look, we can still see that uh, Mr. 100, some dude who pretty much buys 100 bitcoins every day. You can see one right here. Yeah, even though he's known as Mr. 100, for some reason the past few days during the dips, he's been buying quite a few more bitcoins than 100, which is already a lot. He put up 546 bitcoins. Oh, this is actually in 2023. I'd have to reverse that, but point still stands. I'll need to look for another way to look over this. Don't want to place any sort of distractions. Oh yeah, so let's just get into this. Aerodome. Aerodome is essentially, we have this one layer 2, and Aerodome is essentially the central trading and liquidity marketplace on Base right now. If if you open up your Coinbase wallet, you can see that currently it is actually like the top D app right now, the decentralized application. So this does say a lot about it. Also has it's doing reasonably well for a coin that, during, the Bitcoin dip or whatnot, for some reason it hasn't fallen nearly as much as every other coin. So yeah, it's good to see as well. You can see that its monthly is pretty up, but again, we do have reasonable support in the 170 range. Then we can go down to the 140-ish range. So I would say if you're interested in this project, I would definitely pick up around between the 140 to the 170 range while we're still there. Who knows how far this can dip or how high this can go. So obviously do your own due diligence before you get into it. But yeah, we do have quite a, for example, this is one example of somebody where, this person essentially has over $2.6 million locked into this coin. Every time I see something like this, I usually see a solid move up. If you were to, divide this by this, you can see that their average cost is around the $1 and 80 cent. So they should be down on their position by now, but dude claims that he should be able to make around $15,000 a week from this lockup, and which would mean that they would make their money back in a little under 2 years. And so I don't know, interesting. I would definitely look into large purchases of relatively small coins, because that usually, implies that there's something that they know that we don't. Yeah, just a thought. Um, we have a strong community here, very strong actually. It's actually kind of a cult-like following, so I wouldn't always go with what they say. Um, but yeah, despite that, I think it's still a very reasonable coin to look into. Um, yeah, at the end of the day, there are definitely a lot of reasons why I do think that this is potentially one that can hold up. One, reason being that it has held up during the Bitcoin quote unquote minor crash, um, and the other is the fact that if we were to look at other coins such as Pancake Swap, Pancake Swap coin, right? If we were to look at something like this, for example, we can see that, yeah, you'd want to base it off of your market cap. So we have market cap of, there's something I don't like here, the fact that we do have some sort of a lockup, right? So that's always a little bit of a where, that we don't have the fully diluted market cap currently trading. But I've also read quite a few reasons as to why this is not necessarily, the hugest concern. Um, yeah, this is yeah. Oh, we definitely have a very very big cut-like following. Yep. And back to the Pancake Swap, or this one has a market cap of about 600 million, right? So this is actually not doing as well as I would have expected. But if we were to, like, say, go ahead and zoom out to like all-time highs, we can see that it did hit an all-time high of over $42, which is definitely a huge move up from the current price right now. If we were to, yep, it's over a 12x, I would say, right? So yeah, if this is currently there's this other thing that I would like to bring up as well, the fact that base transactions over Ethereum, it was something like this. think there was this thing about how base hit $4 billion monthly. You can see this right here. This is a pretty interesting chart. Base essentially has been not able to see the exact thing that I'm looking for, but apparently they were doing more in transactions than pretty much um any other exchange, um, such as the Solana or whatnot, and this does indicate a lot of potential for the base chain, which is the unofficial, coin of Coinbase, by the way. Um, and this does imply a lot of things. One, that if this is in fact going to share similar, you know, characteristics to this one, then this definitely has, another 10x from what its current price is right now. So around like at least the 10 to $20 range. So definitely solid play there. Um, a lot of things that you can read into it. A lot of people are very bullish on it. So I think if worst case, it's only a matter of time that it's going to go up simply based off of hype, if not for their actual fundamentals. So yeah, I would definitely watch out for that one. Something that I would, I guess, also, and we can also see that like they're on all major exchanges. They're on Coinbase, they're on Gate.io, and they do have their own, way that you can do this swap or whatnot. You can also go ahead and check Uniswap, swap coin, and check this out real quick as well. Uniswap would have a market cap of 4 billion. So yeah, and this is some comparison that a lot of people are drawing right now. To hit the market cap of Uniswap right now, even at the fully diluted market cap, because I just prefer to be conservative with it. That's still another 4x. But if we were to get again like zoom out and see the all-time highs of Uniswap, then this is at the $40 range. Um, yeah, so that would be, yeah, I don't know, like another 6x or so on top of the 4x. So yeah, just I'll let you do the math there, but it's it's quite a again, I would prefer to look at it conservatively and put it at the 10x over the 20x. Just always be a little bit more conservative with your target so that you can. Yep. Yeah. The next coin that I would just briefly look into is Celio. Not exactly sure how to say that. Finance. I think they're doing quite a few interesting things, but again, I don't necessarily know enough to truly comment on what they're up to. I like that they have a good number of followers, and I know 16,000 does not look like a lot, but I've actually seen quite a few projects with under 1,000 followers, with very large market caps. So I'd say this is not a bad number, and they're reasonably active as well. Joined in August 2022, which even though it wasn't quite a long time ago, it is it's not just some coin that I just launched last night and whatever, right? So it's definitely has a little bit of a base to it. Then we have this one called Chain Swap, and this is essentially not on a layer two like base. This is on the Ethereum layer, um, and so yeah, I'd say the toughest part about getting Chain Swap honestly is the gas fees you're gonna have to be paying to basically accumulate whatever chain swap that you do want to accumulate, right? Um, but yeah, solid 10,000 followers, and yeah, you can see it's a pretty solid interface. Allows you to do any sort of swaps or whatnot, connect your wallet, etc. And this is also on the Aerodome Finance. Somebody did, spot it out, talk about it, gave it some sort of a shout out, and yeah, quite a few people are looking into it as well. A lot of people are saying, oh, it can run up to $1, whatever, and I don't really see why not. Um, Again, please do your research before risking any sort of money into it. But yeah, I think there's always two things that you'd want in a cryptocurrency. More better, but one, you'd obviously want them to have a functional product, and two, you'd want them to have some sort of a hype to it. And they already hit a market cap of over 100 million, if I'm not wrong. Which is at currently they're at 121 million. And something I like about them is the fact that their fully diluted market cap is right around that range. And as long as you do have that, you're not going to deal with any sort of funny business where they come up with an extra, etc., whatever, you know, offerings that pretty much dilute your shares. And they're on a few. They're on. I don't think they're on eToro. They should be on Uniswap. They should be on MEXC. So yeah, they're pretty much getting there. I would definitely try to buy it off of there if you do trust them. Otherwise, go ahead and try to get it however way you'd want. There are definitely a few options. So yeah, I would look into that as well. And the third one is yeah, a little non-traditional, but uh, this is a classic S coin. Don't know how. Yeah, I think you get why I would have to call it an S coin. Pretty small market cap of only 151,000 right now. Um, yeah, didn't even didn't even spark my interest initially. Like I bought in around the I don't know, maybe like at like the 30,000 market cap. Um, Only bought like $5 worth, but at its peak it was around like $90, and I was like, well, this is an interesting coin. And since then, it's had a pretty interesting pullback. It's around the $25 range right now, and yeah, it's actually something that yeah, the more I look into it, the more I'm like, wait, like this might actually be something that I might potentially want to put in a good amount of money into, not just not just some you know whatever amount just to test it out, right? So, and obviously, I'm gonna have to go into why I like it, right? This is a pure S coin, no real utility, right? So why would you once again go ahead and want to buy this, right? Well, a few reasons is one, we have Brett, and I think a few variants of Brett are doing pretty well. Brett, the original one, is currently at a market cap of 520 million, right? Bretta, 150,000. So if Bretta was to have a run up to 1/10 of the market cap of Brett, then that's a huge run up already, you know. Um, yeah, honestly, it's not even 1/10. Like if you were to get to, I don't know, like 1/30, it would still be like 100x or whatever, right? Um, so yeah, I think it's one of those coins that it really, I don't really see how you can lose too much uh, by, just putting in a reasonably small amount of money to see where that would go, right? Um, but yeah, if it hits Brett's market cap, that's over a 3,000x. Not even expecting it to do that. I like to go pretty conservative with it. 10% is going to be like a 300x. If it was going to be like, just a fraction of that, it's still going to have a large room to run up. And obviously, why would I think that it has those the possibility of that? One is, Brett. How far do we think Brett is really gonna go, right? Like $5 billion market cap, maybe, maybe. I don't, unlikely, but maybe, and that's a 10x. However, every time something moves up, we always have quite a few copycats that also move up. And you can never really know which copycat is going to move up, but I think the name itself and the fact that it's on the base chain as well does set it up pretty well, I would say. Um, and it has a pretty reasonably small amount of coins on the market right now, so I think that's definitely a good sign as well. Something else that I was looking into, obviously, if you're dealing with an S coin, you'd want to, do a little bit of due diligence. Um, for the most part, we can see that the ownership has been renounced. The owner is not hidden. This is not a mintable asset, so they can't do any sort of, funny business, whatever. And the owner's address, we can go ahead and see what the owner has, and the owner has about, I think, $13,000 worth of this coin, which is very reasonable in my head, as it is right under the 10% of the coins, which means at any point, even if he does go ahead and, or she, they, whatever, you get my point. If they do go ahead and want to rug us, they're not really going to be necessarily able to, as they're not they're not in control of the market. Like 90% of the market is moving on its own. Obviously, might be wrong about that. You'd want to go ahead and do more research. For example, if they do own different wallets, whatever, then possibility still exists. But again, I think this is one of those coins that, just putting in a bit of money, whatever a bit of money is to you, who knows, right? Like if it does 100x, cool. If it goes to zero, then you sort of expected it, right? So I think you always need one of those plays to have a just in case situation pop up. Um, and as always, you want to pull out at some point if you're in profit, whatever. Always take a little bit of profits, know how to do so, etc. And yeah, we're seeing you the best for that. Yeah, so I would say this is all I have for today. Um, if you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe. Use my links under the comment section to sign up to these exchanges or whatnot, because channel is not monetized yet, so we still need to be doing something with this. But yeah, obviously no pressure. Do your thing. Obviously spread the video around. I don't know, just do whatever people do, right? So all right, till next time.